A good evening to you and welcome into District 20 Stadium. My name's Matt Pauley. Alongside is Brian German as we are getting set for football action tonight. A District 20 matchup with Rampart and Air Academy here tonight. Brian, we're looking forward to an evening of good football tonight.
That's right. Whenever two District 20 teams get together, it's a rivalry, and these two teams go back the furthest of any two teams in District 20 history. We were talking about that a little bit before we got on air, and I think if you got a rivalry in District 20, this is probably the best one.
Yeah, 5 District 20 schools and the first 2 within the district. First Air Academy, then Rampart, before we saw the other 3 schools come into existence. So very true, as you mentioned, that this is the longest running rivalry. Before we move any further, I do want to let you know if you'd like to order a DVD copy of this broadcast tonight, you can do so. 2 ways to get in contact with us. 20tv at asd20.org. That's the email, or give us a call, 719-234-1780. Let's go ahead and start taking a look at some of the individual details of tonight's game. And Air Academy still looking for their first win of the year. They're at 0-4. For Rampart, 1-3. Maybe play a little bit better than that record would indicate, but this is a big night for Rampart to be able to get the win. And you look at some of those other numbers on there, and the point differential is obviously a big number. Air Academy has been outscored by 142. Rampart has been outscored, but just by 36. Obviously a big difference in those two numbers.
Seems to me Rampart may be putting a few more points on the board as a team throughout this season so far.
Let's take a look at some other information about these teams, starting with Rampart. There is your starting offense, and we'll go over some of the particulars of those Rams as we go along. The starting defense for Rampart goes to your screen, and that is what is going to happen tonight with Rampart as far as who they are going to be starting. They list 3 keys to the game, all very good. Play with emotion, take care of the football, and as they say, do what we do. Very quickly, as we're just a moment away from kicking off, Air Academy, there is their offense. Find the name you want to find, because we're going to quickly move to the defense, and then we're going to go to the keys of the game. And control the football, keep it away from the Rampart offense, obviously a dangerous offense, and also the pass rushing again with Hacker, obviously a very big deal when it comes to Air Academy and their keys to the game. We are set for kickoff. How about that for a pregame show? The kick is away, it bounces through the end zone and officially underway.
Stephen Hurd is always a strong player for these Air Academy Cadets, and he showed it there with the leg. He's been doing pretty well for the Cadets so far this season. Nice boot there, and it backs Rampart up. They'll have to start from their own 20-yard line.
Rampart is starting on offense, and we will watch the Rams come out onto the field. For Rampart, they are led by Cameron Hacker, the senior quarterback. And we'll go over some of the other names as we go along throughout the evening. Hacker begins the game working out of the shotgun. He's got 3 backs back there with him. And it's going to be a fake handoff, and they'll hand off right side up the middle, and really nowhere to go as brought down David De La Cruz.
Yep, you're going to see this from the Rampart offense. Hacker, of course, has lots of things he could do there. Turns one way, fakes, turns the other way, hands the ball off. You're going to see it a lot, and that keeps defenses on their heels. You never know which Ram is going to get the football.
You really do have to pay attention to what's going on from both our vantage point, but more importantly, from a defensive point as well. Though this point, they're going to split out 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. De La Cruz moves right beside the quarterback Hacker. Hacker's looking to throw. He's going to throw right side. He's got a man open. That is Quinn Mahone, and that's a gain of about 5 yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Nice quick pass play. Keeps the ball moving towards the other end of that chain now. It's going to be 3rd and 5, though. They're going to need even a bigger pickup than that to get the 1st down.
If that's open all night, I would expect them to stay with that all night. And again, they're going to go with 4 receivers. This time it's trips left, 1 receiver to the right. In the backfield for Rampart, it's Keegan Hacker, and it's going to be Keegan Hacker to take the ball, and he is taken down after a gain of about 2 yards, and that's going to bring up an early 4th down.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that call a little bit. I mean, Hacker's a pretty good passer with the football, and he put that ball in there the first time, and you would think they would try and put the ball up, maybe get a quick 5 yards, but no dice, and Rampart has to punt the ball away for the first time tonight, or maybe not.
No, it doesn't look like they are going to punt. What a decision. Now we'll see if he maybe backs up and still ends up punting away. Does Hacker, if he'll back up on us.
Actually, that's Travis Nochi in there, I believe.
Okay, beg your pardon. So he is going to punt it away, but he had the receivers out there, so it looked like an offensive set, but a punt, and they down it at the 45-yard line. So a 30-yard punt for Rampart, and Air Academy gets the football in great field position for the first time today.
Fantastic job there by Air Academy. You know, you had to kick the ball off. That's the best thing you can hope for as a football team after you kick the ball up, is to go 3 and out. That's exactly what they did. Now the Cadets have the football, and let's see what they can do. This is pretty good field position. The last time we saw this team play, the Cadets, they played Discovery Canyon. I don't think they had this kind of field position all night long.
No, I'm not sure if they did. And they're led by a sophomore quarterback in Cale Powers, who will work out of the shotgun. Powers has been at the helm for just a while. Quick handoff, big hole up the middle, still on his feet, He's to the right side and finally going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. That is Alex Fry with the carry, and Fry gets a big pickup on the first play of the day for Air Academy.
What a great job by Fry, and how about the offensive lineman? It opened up a huge hole. He got through there for 10 yards, but it looks like there's a flag on the field. We'll have to see what the refs have called on this one. It looks pretty far down.
Yeah, it's all the way down the field. That's in the area of some sort of personal foul, you know, taunting or excessive celebration, maybe from the Air Academy sideline, which really, that's not like the Cadets at all.
No. Nice job running by Fry, though, and hanging on to the ball at the end there. You saw the Rams trying to strip it. Here's the call.
Oh, it's going to be against Rampart. So unsportsmanlike contact against Rampart. So talk about adding insult to injury. After a gain of about 35 yards, they add a few more. They add another 15 yards, and the ball is placed at the 14-yard line.
Things really going the Cadets' way right now.
Powers takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Fry once again, and he has absolutely nowhere to go. Is coming in and making the tackle was Zach McKinley, the 6'1", 185-pound lineman.
McKinley did a great job on this time, breaking away from the tacklers and just sliding through there, getting a nice tackle on Fry, too, getting your arms around both legs, bringing him down. Good job by McKinley.
Fry has carried 13 times for 35 yards coming in to today's game. Fry's in the backfield. Powers works out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Running the option. He's going to keep himself. He really only gains a couple yards before coming up and making the tackle. Dallas Lilly, the 6'2", 190-pound linebacker. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long now for Air Academy.
Of course, Powers, the sophomore quarterback, decided pretty early there to cut up. I thought maybe if he could have strung it out a little bit more, he maybe had a pitch, maybe had some yards to gain on the outside. So instead of 3rd and a shorter distance, it looks like it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, there really was nobody out to the right side, and he cut it back towards defenders, and that's never generally not a good idea. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right as well. The right side is the short side, so they're bunched up over there. Powers takes the snap. He's running the option again. This time he does pitch it, and gaining about 3 yards before being brought down for Air Academy. That was Tony Thomas, the 5'8" senior, and that brings up a 4th down now for Air Academy.
That time Powers had no other decision but to pitch the ball. They were right in his face as he came down the line. Good job by the Ram defense. So now Air Academy is going to try and get a field goal from Stephen Hurd. And his stats on the season, he's perfect so far. Knock on wood here. He's 2 for 2 in PATs, made his 1 field goal try of the season. This will be his 2nd try.
29-yard field goal attempt. Hurd puts his foot into it. It is going to not split the uprights wide left, and he misses for the first time. Way to jinx him, Brian German.
Yeah, Stephen, I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize to the entire Hurd family for saying what I did before that kick. Still a bright spot on this team, though, Stephen Hurd. He's a heck of a kicker.
His father, a pastor, actually at the church I go to, and
awesome.
I'm sure they're just very upset at Brian German right now, and
please,
I may have to take their side.
Please forgive me, Pastor Hurd. Please forgive me.
All right, it's 1st and 10 now. Ball placed at the 20-yard line as the Rampart offense is back out on the field, and flags are out. There may be too many men on the field potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, there I see 12 guys out there.
That's pretty good for you to count to 12.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
You know what? I got up to 10 a couple weeks ago, and I got some special lessons from some of the great teachers here in District 20.
Awesome.
And I got up to the number 12.
There are great math teachers here in District 20.
Agreed.
My understanding.
Certainly agree. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. So there was an extra receiver out to the left that last time. It's 1st and 15. Powers is going to pitch it right side. Still on his feet, finally being brought down. for Rampart. That once again is David De La Cruz. He does a good job of keeping plays alive, even when he doesn't seemingly have anywhere to go.
He does. For all those young running backs out there, that's a pretty good job. You know, once you get that football, you just keep those feet moving until your body is on the ground, and he does a good job with that. You can see 3 Cadets had to get on there before he went to the ground.
That worst feeling as a defender is when you're grabbing that jersey and it's ripped out of your fingers. If you're not wearing gloves, that stings for a moment.
Of course, back in the day, they had tearaway jerseys. Remember those?
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm dating myself.
No, I had the bad mesh jerseys when I was playing high school football. Nothing like they're wearing these days.
Hacker wants another player in the play here.
Well, they're just making up for the, and this is going to be an illegal substitution. So they have 12 players on the field, 1 play, 10 players. You average those together, going back to the math and counting to 11. You get 11. That's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, that is how it works.
If you have 12 players on the field, 1 play, you get to have 10 the next, so vice versa.
Maybe we could, go to the rules committee with that one.
Petition the
I don't think that'll work.
association.
So J.J. Owens and company call timeout, and 7:10 left. We're still scoreless.
You know, we'll keep it here for a moment because I find it interesting. Rampart, which is generally, a team that does have a good fair amount of discipline. They had the bad penalty that added the 15 extra yards, and then on this first offensive drive, they have 12 players on the field. They have 10 players in the late substitution on the field. Rampart does not look completely like they're locked in right now.
No, Cameron Hacker has done a great job so far this year. We haven't seen it tonight, but he's got 991 passing yards, another 140 or so rushing, and we're yet to see anything from him tonight, but I'm sure it won't be long.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hacker out of the shotgun. He's looking to throw. He's looking left. He's under pressure. He avoids 1 tackle, not going to avoid 2 tackles. He is taken down for a sack, leading the way for Air Academy coming in there. I believe that was Grant Butler. And that was...
You could see Butler came in here, and first off, several linemen got into the play, and it was Butler that ended up getting the sack. I think it was William Kuntz who got in there first with some good pressure on Hacker. So
3rd and 22, not to.
No, long distance is all I was going to say.
Almost a country mile.
Almost, not
Almost.
Quite. Not quite.
2 receivers split out to each side, looking to throw. This is
Nice
Hacker.
ball.
He throws left.
Look at that.
And he's got a man wide open, and he's going to go to the house. He's still on the run. 5 touchdown for Rampart. Quincy Marshall, the junior wide receiver.
Wow.
Comes up with the big play.
He just ran right by the Cadets defense, right down the center of the field. Watch him here as Hacker, and what a nice ball Hacker threw. Put some air under it and let Marshall run under it. And remember, it's Quincy Marshall, not Brandon Marshall, although Brandon Marshall probably could have done that same thing. What a huge strike for Rampart. Looking at 3rd and 22, looking at 4th down, kicking out of your own end zone, and now you're kicking an extra point at the other end of the field.
78 yards on the touchdown pass to Quincy Marshall. Makes it a 6-0 game. I believe that was spotted at the 22-yard line.
No.
Am I wrong on that?
No, I think it was at the 6-yard line, I believe.
They go for 2, and they don't make it.
Oh.
I'm hearing 2 different things in my ear right now.
Sorry, but that was a 94-yard.
94.
Yes.
Okay.
Pass play.
My apologies.
Yep. And because of the they were backed up.
Yeah,
because
the
of penalty,
penalties,
and
yes.
then the sack.
They began at the 22.
Yes.
And they were pushed back.
So here you see the snap was from the 6-yard line. Hacker threw it out there. Nice ball, as I said before. He threw that 40 yards in the air, and just a strike to Quincy Marshall. Maybe he had to slow down a little bit. I'm not sure. But then once he got it, he was off to the races and untouched.
On 3rd and 22.
That's one of those when you dream up, isn't it?
Yeah.
3rd and 22, guy. Well, just everybody run down the field. I'm going to throw it up there.
Pretty much.
And it worked.
6-0 our score after the 2-point conversion was not good. 3 plays, 94-yard drives, and the first 2 plays were negative.
Right.
So that set up the 94-yard play. So.
Boy, amazing. Good job there by the Rams. However, let's see if that extra point's going to come back to haunt them.
We'll see. Air Academy.
I told you it wouldn't be long before we saw Cameron Hacker do something.
And there it was right there. You are, you know what you're talking about, I guess.
That puts him over 1,000 yards passing on the year.
That's incredible at this point in the season as the kickoff is being brought back by Air Academy's Devin Perrong. And He gets it close to the 30-yard line, and that's where Air Academy is going to start the offense once again.
Nice little return there for Perong, and Air Academy's got to be feeling a little bit of the sting there after that missed field goal, and then you give up the big play. It wasn't such a big deal, but now that you're behind, it kind of is. 6-0 Rampart.
Ball placed at the 31-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Matt Pauley, Brian German, our entire 20 TV crew out here at District 20 Stadium. We appreciate you being tuned in. If you're watching live at fox21news.com/games. 2 receivers to the left. Perong goes in motion. Here's a handoff up the middle. And Air Academy is certainly finding some running room once again for the Cadets. That's Alex Fry with the carry. And that's going to be very close to a 1st down. It's going to be about 2nd and 2.
Fry broke off that 25-yard run the first time he touched the ball. And that might be the Cadets' go-to guy tonight. If they can keep running that ball up the middle, they're making a nice hole on that right side of the offensive line, doing a good job making a hole, and he's just finding it.
2 receivers were split out to the left. Now there's a little bit of confusion as moving very quickly from left to right. This is Quentin Burgess, and a whistle and a timeout called by the Cadets. We will take the timeout as well. We've got a 6-0 game. We've got 5:29 left in the first quarter, and you're watching District 20 football right here on 20 TV.
You.
6-0 is our score. 5 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first quarter, and out of the Air Academy timeout, they've got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Powers is looking to throw. He's got a man out in the flat left side. Room to run for Devin Perong. We're all of a sudden calling his name a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And that's a nice pickup for Devin Perong. And that's what we weren't seeing Air Academy do offensively the last time we saw them, and what you thought that, the quick short passes into the flat, thought they could have some success with.
Yeah. Perong, speedy little guy. Get him out there, get him the ball, and let him make a move. And in that case, he only had a couple yards to pick up. He gets the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, the ball at Air Academy's 45-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. The ball set on the left side hash as the snap is taken by Powers. Quick run up the middle. About a 3-yard pickup for Alex Fry. You know what? 3 yards may have been overzealous on that one. We'll go ahead and call it 2.
Bringing it back. I mean, he did move forward pretty much, but the officials obviously think his knee went down early, and it kind of did there. You can see on our replay. Another great job by our staff here, 20 TV.
2nd down, ball placed at the 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Powers works out of the shotgun. And the snap is low, and he's just going to have to dive on it.
Good presence of mind by the sophomore to just dive on the football like that. Just a bad snap got by him there on the left-hand side, but a lot of times you see a younger player try and pick that thing up and do something with it. That's the good call. Just jump on it right there and see what you can do on 3rd down.
Rampart defensively doing a good job so far obviously pitching the shutout, but on a play like that, they were able to take advantage of it, and they were coming in there that he had to dive on it.
So close. Powers had turned the wrong way. That would have been Rampart football.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It is 3rd and 19, the ball at the 36-yard line. So that's a big loss as Powers takes the snap. He's looking to throw left side, almost intercepted and dropped. It was intended for Carmine Nacarelli, and he just could not hold on as he bobbled it. And that's a scary feeling when you've got your back to the defense and you're bobbling that football. You know you are wide open for a big old hit.
And also Ryan Cecil here for the Rampart Rams totally just saw that play coming, busted through there. He almost had himself a pick 6.
Stephen Hurd is on to punch it away. He stands back at his own 22-yard line. Back deep to return. Abby Young. Young takes it. He's got some room up the middle. He veers over to the left side, and he's brought down. A nice tackle by Dylan Dunlap, the 5'8" sophomore. And that's going to bring the Rampart offense back out, and they'll have 1st and 10 with the ball set at the 36-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Dunlap to get downfield and get hands on the man, shut him down. Now the Rams get the ball for the 3rd time this evening. They've been 3 and out, 3 and almost out, 94-yard touchdown, and we'll see what they do this time.
They begin this drive at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Excuse me, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap, comes back, looking to throw right side, and with room on the right side and finally brought down. That's Devin Perrone again. It checks me. Excuse me, that's Abby Young, who was just on the kickoff return. And Young gets hit pretty hard, but he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Mike Diaz put a big hit on Young after this. Watch after Young makes the catch and turns upfield. Once he comes around, you think he's just going to go down easy, but Diaz hits him pretty hard. But that's a 1st down for the Rams.
So Cameron Hacker continues to work as the quarterback for Rampart with 2 receivers split out to each side. In the backfield for Rampart, Keegan Hacker. Cameron Hacker waits for the snap. There it is. Looking to throw once again. He throws right side. He's got a man open, about a 5-yard gain and a little bit more than that. 7-yard gain before finally being brought down for Donovan Oldham. And that will bring up a 2nd down now for Rampart.
These little possession passes are really working well for Rampart. And I don't know, maybe Air Academy watched a lot of film coming into this game. Maybe they saw a lot of those possession passes early on for Rampart, and that's how Marshall got behind him on the one play, but I'm not sure.
2nd and 3, balls at the 46-yard line. It certainly sets up a lot of other things. If you keep, dinking and dunking, eventually you're going to go long.
Yep.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, delayed handoff up the middle. Not much room for David De La Cruz. I haven't called his name for a little while, and he'll bring up a 3rd down now for Rampart.
Nice job in there by Nick Waldron for the Cadets, coming up with a big tackle and stopping him short of the 1st down. 3rd and 3. The Rams have had, this is their 3rd down. The 1st time they had to punt, the 2nd time they got a touchdown.
93 yards, 94 yards. Yeah. Come on,
math, man.
Let's not.
Yep, it's okay. I didn't say anything, I don't think.
Yeah, you signaled to me. In your head, you went,
big down regardless. 3rd and 3.
Hacker is at the line of scrimmage. Puts his man in motion. Now he's going to pitch it left side. This is De La Cruz. Gets a great block. He gets the 1st down. He gets more. And that was a great block for Rampart by Keegan Hacker, who really opened things up over there on the left side. You can see him just boom right there as he knocked Devin Perrone back, and that's what opened up everything for the 1st down.
Yep, and if you notice in the graphic, before the game, there are 3 Hackers actually playing for Rampart on the offensive side of the football. Of course, you got Cameron Hacker playing quarterback. I believe his younger brother is a sophomore. He's a wide receiver on this team. And then Keegan Hacker is their cousin. So 3 Hackers, all related.
Shocker that they're all related. Receivers split out to each side. 3 backs in the backfield along with Hacker, Cameron.
And Hacker.
Hacker. It's a law firm. Hacker, and Hacker. A whistle and a delay of game call against Rampart. Another bad mistake by the Rampart Rams. That's
going to have a little bit more discipline.
Pushes them back 5 yards, and it brings up a 1st and 15, the ball at the 45-yard line.
Then again, maybe they're trying to get into another 3rd and 22 situation.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Cameron Hacker out of the shotgun, and it is going to be he's going to keep it himself, runs left side. He's got the original line of scrimmage and a yard or 2 more.
Wow. I'll tell you what, Nick Waldron comes in here and makes a huge hit on the fullback. Good thing that Cameron Hacker kept the ball, and Rampart picks up some yards. Waldron with a big hit in the middle.
What are you thinking when you get hit like that? Like, I didn't even get the football on this play, and I still got to take this hit. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Talk about taking one for the team as Hacker was able to get out to the left side, and 2nd and 9. There's about 30 seconds left here in the quarter. This could potentially be the final play of the quarter. Hacker, a little shovel pass up the middle, and despite Brian German liking that play, it doesn't go anywhere for Rampart. The shovel pass to Travis Nochi, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Good job inside there by the Air Academy defense. You know, these coaches do watch a lot of film, and, you know, we haven't seen Rampart play yet this year. Maybe that's one of their staple plays. Air Academy was certainly ready for it.
We are through one quarter of play. Close game. 6-0 is our score. Second quarter action next as we continue in a moment here on 20 TV. Six nothing is our score as we get set for second quarter action. Matt Pauley, Brian German, our entire 20 TV crew. Great to have you with us today here at District 20 Stadium. If you are watching us live from all parts of the country right now, we appreciate you being tuned in there at fox21news.com/games.
Been a good one so far. Let's see what happens in the second quarter.
6-0. The Rampart offense continues on the field. They've got a third and long, 3rd and 11. Hacker is looking to throw. He's going to throw left side. He's got a man open, and he just barely overthrows his brother, Clayton Hacker. And
told you there were 3 Hackers on the field. Nice job there. And I just like the ball that this Cameron throws. Puts a nice touch up there. Just maybe could have put a little more air under it, and Clayton could have got to it. I think he had the coverage beat. Just didn't get the complete pass. So now it's 4th and 11.
And the question is, do they go for it or not? And in this field position, Cameron Hacker's going to stay out there, and they like their chances of converting 4th and 11 over what field position they would potentially lose.
He might punt. Yep, he's punting.
He is almost blocked.
Whoa.
And he put a lot of air on that one, and it bounces through the end zone. You know, at that field position, I don't think it would have been a horrible idea to go for it.
No. And the Cadettes have not really done much with the football so far this evening, and you got to feel pretty good if you're the Rampart Rams defense. You know, last time we got a kind of a preview of that. Travis Nochi was out there in the quarterback position on 4th down and punted the first time the Rampart had to punt the balls away, and this time it's Hacker doing the job.
So the ball spotted at the 20-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get Hurd running again here.
They'll have twin receivers split out to each side. Powers is back there out of the shotgun.
Fry.
And it is going to be a handoff to Fry, and nowhere to go. As coming in and making the play for Rampart was once again Zach McKinley. McKinley gets good penetration.
Having a good game as he gets by. No one really blocking him on that play as he gets through. And nice, solid tackle, both legs. When you get both legs wrapped up on a ball carrier, that's the way to take him down. You only get one, you never know what might happen. You might end up with a cleat in your face.
No one wants a cleat in their face.
Nope, not fun.
2nd and 11, ball at the 19-yard line. 2 receivers split to each side. Snap is back. Now a handoff right side, trying to find some room. Fry, and he gets up to about the 25-yard line. Gain of 6 yards, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
Looks to me like the Cadettes have decided that they're going to go as Alex Fry goes, and they're just going to hand him the ball an awful lot tonight.
Fry comes in averaging close to 12 yards a carry, so not a bad guy to go with.
Not really.
Based off our statistics that we have been provided. 3rd and 6, ball is at the 24-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Powers out of the gun. Takes the snap. This time he's going to throw over to the left side. That's a backwards lateral to Devin Perrong, so Perrong had to fall on it.
Let's see if the officials call it a lateral. They're calling it 4th down. Yep, it looks like he's marking it right there. So, yeah, that's a scary play.
If anytime you're throwing backwards, you are putting yourself in a position to really get yourself in some trouble.
Devin Perrong did a good job on that one. Realized he couldn't really catch the football, but he actually knew it was a backwards pass and knew he had to get on it.
Stephen Hurd will punch it away. Young is back deep once again. And now Rampart is late getting a man off the field. They get him just in time. Almost another bad penalty. Here's the punt. It's a short punt, and it takes a Rampart bounce and then an Air Academy bounce. It will eventually end up at the 44-yard line, and that's where the Rampart offense will once again come out onto the field.
Rampart bounce, an Air Academy bounce, and then a Rampart roll.
Bounce, bounce, and roll.
Yeah.
That's what you do for fire, right?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Pretty close.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to bounce during a fire, Matt Pollard, but that's all right.
Got to find out how hot it is.
Yes.
Bounce, confirm, roll.
Confirm and roll.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Bounce, bounce,
see
and
if
roll.
you can see over the flames or the smoke. And get down and roll.
9:39
9:39 left, second quarter.
2 receivers to each side. There's the snap back, and now they're going to run a screen left side to Young.
Oof.
Young gets to the 41-yard line. Gain of 3 yards on the screen.
I like these Rampart receivers. They got some tall guys who can catch the ball and then make some moves after they get it in their hands.
And they got a bunch of them.
Yes.
They got a gaggle of receivers out there.
Is that what it is? I might have to look that up.
It is a gaggle.
Is it a gaggle?
It's a gaggle.
Okay, gaggle of receivers.
Here's a
look out.
handoff.
Oh, nice play.
Nowhere to go
Look
for Keegan Hacker.
Alex Fry doing it on the offense and now on the defense, getting through. Nice tackle, high tackle on that one, but good job by Fry, and also Thomas Olson getting in there, putting some pressure on, but Fry making the tackle.
I've been impressed by Air Academy's defense tonight.
They've been pretty fortuitous.
4 receivers continue to work. There's Hacker looking to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run himself, veers over the right side, avoids one tackle, gets to the 40-yard line, and that's where he is eventually brought down. Gain of 8 yards for Hacker, but still short of the first down.
Yep, and that's what you need as Air Academy. They had a good job putting good pressure on him up the middle. Hacker was able to escape straight up the middle. The pressure came from the outside. Sorry about that. Misspeak, and now it's 4th down. They're going to go for it.
It looks like the exact same scenario as last time, and this time they're going for it. I think that's the right decision, and they have a man open. They get the first down and more. They go to Young once again, and he gets it down to the 29-yard line, and that's a gain of 11 yards, I believe.
Tough job down there. Young gets it and gets a block from Hacker, from Clayton Hacker, out on the edge there, and was able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10, ball at the 40. Hacker under pressure, avoids one tackle, goes left. Now he's just going to run himself. He's got a lot of run room, 15, and he steps out of bounds.
Ooh. Looked to me like he could have stayed in bounds and gone the distance on that one. Nice presence of mind here by Hacker to see the rush and spin out of it. And then once he got outside, realizing that he could have just turned it upfield, probably could have gotten in the end zone, I think. Nice job for Cameron Hacker now. They're bringing it back. Do you step out of bounds?
There's a flag down on the field at about the 24-yard line, so I'd assume there's some sort of hold or block in the back. And that's called against Rampart. Spot foul, and they'll bring him back.
So it'll be 1st down, I believe.
Still good field position. The ball's at the 35-yard line. And they say repeat 1st down. It's not really a repeat because they got the 1st down and then they were penalized after because it's a spot foul.
Right.
3 receivers
Dogging
to the right,
PA guy?
1
Is
to
that
the
what you're
left. Just in case folks can hear that natural sound in the background, making sure to.
Oh, he's got Young. Look at this.
Hacker was in trouble. He does find Young left side. The pass caught and brought down at about the 12-yard line. Abby Young again.
Again, good presence of mind by Hacker to avoid the rush, and he had Young open down the left sideline virtually the entire play, and I think Hacker knew he was there and finally just throws it up.
How does he get that
Young
pass off, though?
Well, Air Academy's doing a good job getting pressure on him, but they need to keep containment. They haven't done that yet tonight. He's been spinning out every time. 2
receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and now a flag as I think we're going to get some movement on the line. And the center is saying something to Hacker. It was the center who moved, and he eventually came up and said something to Hacker.
So maybe he misread the snap count. Maybe he thought the snap count was something different. They're still talking out there, and Hacker slaps him on the helmet, says, "My bad," probably. Good leader on the offense, going to tell you, it's my bad, forget about it. It's on me. Let's go.
Let's get to the next play, and let's get to the end zone.
Yep.
1st and 15, ball at the 18-yard line. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Here's a handoff right side, still on his feet, finally brought down for Rampart. That's Quincy Marshall, who had the touchdown earlier.
I'm telling you, Alex Fry is playing his hiney off for Air Academy. He's running the football well. I think he's got like 39 yards rushing the football, and he's got a lot of tackles on defense. He puts the final hit on here to get him down.
Good use of the word hiney.
Thanks. I try and work that in once it broadcast.
2nd and 14, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hackers looking to throw. He's going to go end zone left side.
Oh.
And that is caught for a touchdown. Clayton Hacker, his brother, and that adds to the Rampart lead. What a catch.
You think they've done that a few times in the backyard or front yard or street? These two connect up, the Hacker brothers. Nice pass. Throws it, and he threw it the only place that Clayton Hacker could get it, no one else. And Clayton did a good job putting his body in between the ball and the defenders as he turned around to catch it. Touchdown. Rampart now has a 12-0 lead.
And we'll see if they go for 2 or try to kick the extra point.
That funky formation here.
It looks like they're lining up in all likelihood for the extra point. Everybody who's on the left side of the line should stand up and move over the right side, I would think, or maybe not. All right, Hacker's going to throw. He's going to do the exact same thing to Clayton, and this time it is.
I am really surprised there's not a flag on that play.
I agree. That's Devin Perong out there. He was really clutching and grabbing. You got to call a flag on that.
Devin Perong is all over Clayton Hacker there, and I don't know. Maybe the official didn't see the same sides we're seeing from our cameras. We got a lot of camera angles. He's talking to the Whitecap right now, but no call. 12-0 Rampart.
So 2 missed conversions today for Rampart. It could be 14-0 or potentially 16-0 if they would have gotten each.
That's good math, man.
I'm working on it. You know what? It's all about improvement during the year.
Graduate
isn't that what the coaches always say? Just get better every day.
Love seeing this, though. Hacker just did a great job avoiding the rush and throwing it once again. He did a great job getting away from the rush, feeling the presence of the defense all night long. 7 plays, 43 yards on that drive, their second scoring drive of the evening. And Rampart is in control right now.
12-0, 7 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first half. For Rampart, Tristan Bailey is going to kick it away, and he got a lot into that. It goes through the end zone once again. I like the leg of Tristan Bailey.
Pretty good, like Stephen Hurd. Both got good legs.
On the Rampart sideline, they have a horseshoe of 11 chairs, and they sit there, whether it's the offense or the defense. They put the starters down, and they have a coach in the middle of that group of chairs, and that's what's going on right now on the Rampart sideline. Is the offense is out there, and they've got coaching staff talking to them, but they've got that horseshoe ready at any moment.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've never seen a team do that, but they bring the chairs out, folding chairs out, and set them up in a semicircle.
Option, right side, pitch to Fry, and Fry's going to be brought down, and he gets hit hard. He was held up for a moment, and then the cleanup came in, and they were able to take him down with a thud.
Always tough with running back when you get it there. You're being held up a little bit, and someone else can come along and just crush you. That's tough.
Gain of 1. It's 2nd and 9. Ball at the 21-yard line. 6 minutes and 40 seconds and counting left here in the first half. Receivers split out to each side. Another option, left side. This time there is running room, and another hard hit for Air Academy. That was Tony Thomas carrying it for the second time today, and it brings up a 3rd down. And Rampart's hitting hard right now.
They certainly are, and you know, like I said, this is a rivalry game, and I'm not sure that these schools have you know, a lot of love for each other. Definite rivalry.
We've got a man down for Rampart, and it's going to take a moment to get him up for Rampart. That's Zach McKinley. If he can't come back to play, that would be a tough loss. He's had some really good plays today.
He has played pretty well this evening. Looks like maybe an ankle. Oh, he's making his way off. He's being helped off a little bit, but maybe just a stinger. Could just be a cramp. It's hard to tell from here.
Yeah, and he's walking off on his own power, but obviously with a limp.
Yes.
It's hard to even watch that.
We'll just hope it's a cramp.
Some of his teammates should come out and help him off.
I think he's saying, no way.
Get away.
I'm bigger
Stay
than
away.
that. I don't need you. I can get there. It's all good. Is that what they say these days? It's all good.
It's all good. My bad. It's all good.
It's all good.
Hashtag.
Oh, I tell you, Air Academy might have gotten themselves a first down out of that play right there.
Flags come a-flying. We'll see. They are going to call it against the defense. Encroachment. And for Rampart, that was the defensive line. Don't know if that was the guy who came in or not for McKinley, but very often in that kind of moment, you're going to be overzealous when you come in.
Yep. McKinley getting looked at on the sidelines. He looks to be okay. The trainer's kind of having him move his leg this way and that. Seeing exactly what's going on. Maybe pulled a muscle.
Two receivers split out to each side. Now receiver goes in motion from left to right. Powers is going to pitch it right side and losing a few yards on the carry for Air Academy. Austin Sethman.
It's interesting, you know, Cale Powers, a sophomore quarterback. We've yet to see him throw anything other than those little out patterns. And the last time he did it, he threw that little hitch pattern and almost got intercepted. So I'm thinking if Air Academy's going to put the ball up, which they may need to do, 2nd and 15, they might have to look towards the middle of the field a little bit.
Yeah, loss of 5 on that last play with receivers split out to each side. Cale Powers works out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion from right to left. Now it's going to be a quick handoff up the middle and another hard hit.
Yeah, Alex Fry is taking a beating out there.
He's taking one and giving one as well. Offensively, he takes it, and then defensively, any frustration that's pent up from the offensive side, he's able to dish it back out.
Nice to play both ways, I guess.
So 3rd and 13, and we'll see if Powers is going to have to put some air underneath it.
Should try. I think, you know, maybe a little in pattern, just something simple.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they are going to throw. Powers looking left side, and he leads his intended receiver, Mike Diaz, just a little bit too much, and that's going to bring up a 4th and long now for the Cadets.
Like the play call, though, not the execution. I like the play call. I had a couple receivers out there, could have broken open. Powers just an errant throw on that one.
So we see Stephen Hurd come back out.
He can punt the football.
He really can. The ball is placed at the 30-yard line. Snap is back. The punt is away. It's going to bounce at the 40 and keep on going.
What kind of bounce was that, Matt?
That is certainly an Air Academy bounce all the way to the 20. That's a 50-yard punt.
And an Air Academy wobble. Down to the 20.
There was a wobble. There was a bounce. There was a
50,
roll.
50 yards punt, 49-yard punt?
49, 50-yard punt, whatever you want to call it, right in that neighborhood. A good punt for Stephen Hurd. You don't see 50-yard punts consistently at the high school level.
You certainly don't, but you do from Stephen Hurd.
You do. Even at the college level, you know, a 42-yard punt is not a rare thing.
It's true.
So it's 1st and 10, the ball at the 21-yard line, so we will call that a 49-yard punt. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rolling to his right and throwing. He's got a man, Abby Young. So Cameron Hacker completes the pass. Gain of 5 yards, and they'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Abby Young doing a good job tonight. That's his 5th catch of the night already. And he's up over 50 yards receiving on the day.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 26-yard line. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the half. So Rampart, if it's their choice, they will keep the football the vast majority of the rest of the half.
And you'd like to take it down the field and score here. And
quick pass right side on a bit of a bubble screen and gaining another 3 yards or so.
They're going to have to get a first down here, though. I'm really impressed with Cameron Hacker and the way he's slinging this football. Haven't really seen him throw a bad pass yet tonight.
That pass completed to Donovan Oldham. 3rd and 2. Ball's at the 29. They've been having scoreboard issues tonight. As there's 2 receivers to the left, one to the right,
boy.
right up the middle.
He's gone.
He's got Abby Young, and Young is showing that he's one of the fastest players on the field. He takes it all the way.
Oh.
And he runs through the end zone and then gets tripped up afterwards. 71 yards on the touchdown to Abby Young.
Wow, what speed by Abby Young, and maybe miscommunication there on the Air Academy defense. It looked like the linebacker thought he had some help behind him, and he obviously didn't. Young ran right by the linebacker, made it all the way, and tough there. And I'd like to thank the 20 TV crew for not making Abby feel any worse than he does for falling after the end zone there. But watch him break the tape here in the goal line. See, that's a track star for you.
It certainly is.
He kind of fell down.
He did. That's all right. They're going to go for 2 once again. This time they are going to move everybody from left to right like I predicted them to do the last time, and they did not. And now
we're holding up here. I think the officials.
Is there something going on behind the goalpost? Encroachment on the defense. And that's tough when everybody's lined up over the left side. If you're over the football, you're used to lining yourself up based off where the offensive linemen are. If you're a defensive lineman, there's no offensive lineman. You really have to pay attention to the football, and that's not something that you're used to doing.
Very odd, but this now makes it easier for Rampart to get this 2-point conversion because that put the ball half the distance to the goal line, closer for them to score from.
And they're going to split out 5 receivers. Pretty obvious here that Hacker's either going to throw or run it himself, and he is going to run it himself, and he goes into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. The
second you said this pretty obvious, I was like, I think he's going to run it, but you were right.
I was on top of it. He was going to do one of 2 things. He's going to throw it or run it himself.
How do you know he wasn't going to drop kick it through for the 1 point? You could still do that, right?
From an obvious standpoint, I don't think that's as obvious. 3 plays, 79 yards.
Look at Abby Young, and a nice catch. You know, again, I talk about receivers catching the ball with their hands. Abby Young did a good job catching that ball with his hands, and then maybe not the greatest ending there, but hey, he got the touchdown.
That's all that matters. You know, I believe this is the 3rd football game we've done this year, Brian. I would say this wide receiver group for Rampart is the most impressive wide receiver group we've seen this year.
Yes, and Abby Young, maybe the most impressive of them. 6 catches, 123 yards in the first half.
Quincy Marshall has a receiving touchdown. Abby Young has one, and also Clayton Hacker as the kickoff is through the end zone. And Air Academy will start with the football down 20-0 at the 20-yard line.
You're right. We've talked about how impressive Cameron Hacker has been throwing the football. But you're right. The receivers are doing a great job catching the football as well. And I really like Young. They got some long receivers with hands. Always something good to have.
It is.
Length and hands.
/ the ability to catch footballs.
Yes, that's what I mean.
1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hurd is actually 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Stephen Hurd is that receiver who's lone to the right side as Powers takes the snap, looking to throw. He's looking for Hurd. He's got Hurd. Hurd had kind of put a hitch in his step to make the catch. He's got the 1st down and more to about the 35-yard line.
So I was talking about earlier, just maybe a little quick in, clear out one side of the field and get the ball to your 1 receiver on the side there. Sorry for the technical glitch there on the replay, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe isolate a little bit to 1 receiver on one side, get him open and get him the football with a quick in like that. It's pretty simple pass to complete.
And Hurd was able to adjust to the pass too. He had to slow down a bit, which is something you have to be able to do as a receiver. Hand off and nowhere to go once again for Alex Frock.
Chris Grail comes through there. Chris Grawl comes through there for the Rampart Rams and just throws Alex down. He was just waiting for him there in the hole when he got the football.
2nd and 13, ball at the 31-yard line. We are at 2 minutes remaining here in this first half with Rampart leading 20-0. And if they stop them here on 2nd and 13, they could potentially call a timeout. 3 receivers to the left. Again, Hurd, the lone receiver to the right. Fake the handoff to Fry. Now look to throw left side, and the intended receiver had not yet turned around. That was John Gerald, and
Yeah, that's just a tough play there.
And it stops the clock. That's
Air
the
Academy,
last thing you want.
And Air Academy, quite a few plays tonight seem like they just a little bit out of sync, especially in the passing game. But obviously they haven't been doing a whole lot of it. And now Cale Powers has not been playing all season.
Powers playing in the shadow of Powers.
How about that?
Yeah. For those of you
Powers
out
Boulevard,
of town,
I believe he's talking about.
District 20 Stadium is just off Powers Boulevard. We can see it right now, one of the main thoroughfares here in Colorado Springs. Now another whistle. Delay a game against Air Academy. They're just giving Rampart more opportunities right now.
That's going to back them up to be 3rd and 18 now. The ball on their own 26. With 1:39 left, Rampart's going to get the ball. It's just where are they going to get the ball?
Luckily, you got a heck of a punter.
Stephen Hurd can kick it out of there. But if you're Rampart, you know that. You know that if he kicks it deep, you don't really have much of a chance. Don't you go after? We're not there yet. 3rd down.
Yeah, they got to, but I'm not sure I think they try to move the clock more than get the first down here.
Oh.
They don't. They incomplete pass. And I'm not trying to second guess anybody, but I think there's something to be said in that situation for running the football and forcing Rampart at the very least to use a timeout or for some more time to go off the clock, because talk about playing with fire. You're at your own 26-yard line. You've got 4th and 18, and you've got 94 seconds on the clock, and you've got an opposing quarterback in Hacker who can throw deep passes.
And you've got Abby Young about to return this punt, and we just saw what he can do once he gets the ball.
Almost block. Young will not field it, and it bounces at the 44-yard line. And Rampart, with 1:25 left on the clock, is going to have about 55 yards to go.
Stephen Hurd did a good job getting that away without getting it blocked, but to tell you, Rampart's got really good field position in the way they've been moving the football. We'll see what happens.
Again, we see the defense come off the field and immediately sit down in that horseshoe down there. I really like that, yeah.
We could see that, show the folks at home what we're talking about there. It is pretty neat. They bring their I wonder if they bring their own folding chairs all the way out here to Liberty High School from Rampart.
I cannot see if they say Rampart on them. Yes, they do. This is the word on the street.
Hacker's
Hacker,
going deep.
Looking to throw deep right side.
Nice
Caught!
catch.
Oh my goodness, caught! Deep right side. You have got to be kidding me. Coming down with that, Donovan Oldham, the 6'4", 185-pound junior. Oh my goodness.
Did you notice anything about him? He's long.
He's got hands.
He's got hands.
Slash the ability to catch. Oh my God.
What a throw. I wasn't sure where Hacker was going with that one, but like I said, you got a tall guy back there. Air Academy's defenders not as tall. Throw it up and see what happens.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wow. Snap comes back to Hacker. He's under pressure. He gets out of it. Left side looking to throw. Still under pressure. Spin
nice move.
He gets around the defender. He's going to run. Now he's going to throw, and he's got a man open at the 5-yard line and completes the pass to his running back, David De La Cruz. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down.
How
Hacker.
about the spin moves? Hacker putting on a show this evening. And even right there, that's a tough pass to make, too. He's running to his left, throwing across his body with his right arm. The 2nd spin move was just ridiculous as he gets away from that and then completes the pass. Whew. I'm impressed with Cameron Hacker.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line. And a timeout is called by the officials. They may discuss whether or not he was across. Are they going to measure? They're going to measure to see whether or not they got the first down. They initially had given the first down, and now they're calling for a measurement. I think he's got the first down.
We'll get a good shot of it here from our 20 TV camera guys.
Except one of the officials' foots is, yeah, he's got the first down. 10-yard gain. 1st and goal, ball at the 4-yard line. 63 seconds left, so Rampart has gone about 50 yards, and they've used about 30 seconds, a little bit less than 30 seconds. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Hacker continues to work out of the shotgun. We've seen him there most of the night. He fakes the throw. Now
Oh,
he goes
wow,
to the
nice
corner
ball.
right side for Oldham. Oldham steps up and reaches up. Was he
that's in.
inbounds or out of bounds?
Oh, they're going to say out.
Out of bounds. Oldham timed
He
his
made
jump.
the catch. I love the throw by Hacker. Just throw it to the back corner of the end zone. Oldham makes the catch, but didn't get, I believe his first foot down was his right foot, and it was out of bounds. We'll watch the replay one more time as they slow it down in the truck for us, and the official's in the way. But the official obviously had a better view than us right there. He's out of bounds. 2nd and goal.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Hacker veering over to the right side. He's looking for a man. He goes to the corner this time, and he overthrows Oldham. Likes the corner.
He does.
A lot of quarterbacks try to avoid throwing to the corner because you're throwing towards 2 extra defenders, so to speak, in the lines.
It's a safe pass, though, because the only guy who can get it is your guy. I don't know. We'll see if they do something different this time. They've gone twice to the right corner.
I would run the same play they ran on the 2-point conversion and let Hacker run it in himself.
Might be a little too far out for that.
That's why I'm not a coordinator unless he does it and it works, and then exactly what I thought. He's going to go right side again, and he does have his man open. That's another touchdown. As Rampart adds to their lead, another receiver gets a touchdown. That is Dom Banks, 5'9" junior, and he gets the 4-yard touchdown pass, and that makes it a 26-0 game.
Cameron Hacker is putting on a show here in the first half. He's thrown 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers, and he's done a great job with it. And I believe he's over, we'll get some stats at halftime. I think he's over 300 yards in the first half, Matt.
You don't see that in high school very often.
No, you don't.
Snap is back. The kick is up. They are kicking an extra point, and it is good. First time they've attempted an extra point today. Makes it 27-0. Still 40 seconds left here in the first half, and this is all Rampart.
That was a 5-play, 44-yard drive, which took very little time. It took about 40 seconds. That was a great catch by Oldham down the right-hand side, and then Hacker, this incredible spin move, the second spin, that is unbelievable. And then he completes the pass down to the 4, and then, of course, from there on 3rd down, connecting for the touchdown. Just another nice drive by the Rams, and 27-0 with 40 seconds left in the first half.
He's thrown 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers, and Donovan Oldham, who's been maybe the most impressive receiver today, does not have a touchdown pass or touchdown reception.
He's been an impressive receiver. I like Abby Young, too, though.
Fair enough. Abby Young had the 71-yard catch touchdown.
I'll bet we could get, like,
today.
Rob Parrish's mom out here to complete passes to those 2 guys.
Stoic as you say that. You're talking about his mom, and he doesn't say anything.
I know.
Wow.
Doing a great job with the camera tonight, though.
I don't know if he can even hear us.
I don't know. Maybe they're not hearing us at all.
40 seconds left. Lucky for them if that's the case. The guy could, hopefully. And the kick goes through the end zone once again.
That's what you got to say about our 20 TV camera guys. They're stoic.
They are.
They do a great job. Hats off to Craig Kell and Rob Parrish, Adam Parker, Adam Drake. We got 2 Adams.
We do.
2 Adams. 2 out of 12. Oh, sorry.
And a Corey in the truck.
And a Corey. And an Allen.
Yes.
Hats off to the crew. You guys are doing a great job tonight. That's what we're trying to say.
1st and 10, ball at the 20. Adam Parker was complaining earlier today about not getting as many shout-outs as he used to, so he got his shout-out now.
Really? Maybe we should say Adam Parker a little more.
2 receivers to each side. Powers. Quick handoff,
nice. And
still running, and that's a 1st down, and that's more. Running with the football for Air Academy was Devin Perrong, the 5'4" senior. Excuse me, Alex Fry had that carry.
Yep.
I beg your pardon.
Alex Fry's been the best kid at tonight. 53 yards so far for him rushing the football.
1st and 10, snap is low, picked up off the ground, thrown left
nice.
side. He's got a man open and brought down right at midfield. That's one of the better plays of the day for Air Academy.
I like this from Air Academy, this football team. They're coming out showing, hey, 40 seconds left in the half. We don't care. We're going to do as much as we can and try and get this ball down into scoring position.
Luke Bautista caught that last ball, and timeout has been called by Air Academy. We'll go ahead and keep it here with the score 27-0 in favor of Rampart.
If nothing else, we've seen Air Academy play a couple times this year. They haven't been able to move the ball too well. Those last 2 plays, a little bit of a fire under them there. Alex Fry running the football, has been running it hard all night, and then Powers with the completion there. I'd like to see him continue this for the last 19 seconds of this half and on into the second half.
And if you can get into field goal position, you've got a good kicker in Hurd. I think you feel better about yourselves walking into the locker room with the goose egg off the board.
Would be nice. You got Hurd split to the right now.
This is not a touchdown or bust situation in my eyes.
No, definitely not.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Powers, 4 yards back of the line. Takes the snap. Looking to throw.
Oh.
And throws right side, almost completed to Quentin Burgess.
That was a good try by Burgess. Had to come back for that football, and he's leaning backwards and falling down and still almost came up with the catch. Tough throw there by Powers on the outside, but just couldn't get the completion. Only took 5 seconds off the clock, though.
13.7 seconds remaining here in the first half at 2nd and 10. Ball on the Rampart 48-yard line. Air Academy with the clock stop can take time in the huddle. Play clock down to 14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12 seconds as they break the huddle. They've got to hurry. 8 seconds left on the clock. 2 receivers split out to right to each side. 4 seconds on the play clock. Powers takes the snap just in time. He's under pressure and he gets sacked with authority in the back. Coming in for the Rampart sack. That was Jose Toledo. I would say holy Toledo.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Oh man, you got to feel for Cale Powers on that one. And Toledo, you love it. As a linebacker coming in on the blitz and you see the quarterback's back, that's the best sight in the world. And he took him down, 3.3 seconds left, and that's probably going to be it, although Air Academy might have a Hail Mary going on here.
I'm a little embarrassed. We both said holy Toledo at the same time.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't?
It's a broadcaster's
I think the
dream right
entire
there.
D20 crew said holy Toledo at the same time. We're not even getting nods.
No.
I don't think they can hear us.
I don't know. Oh, they can. There we go. Oh, my gosh. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And we'll see what they go with right
see
here.
If Cale Powers has an arm, or if you just want to see how many yards you can get up the middle.
In that situation, you're really opening up the playbook. It's like you're grabbing letters out of a thing of SpaghettiOs with the call that you're going to make at the line of scrimmage.
Do they do letters with SpaghettiOs now? Or?
I think so. Is that not what they do?
I thought SpaghettiOs were O's. That's why they're called SpaghettiOs.
Then what's the letters?
O.
Okay, so
they're all O's.
The offense is on the field. Oh, there you go, SpaghettiO.
Nice job. How you did that.
That's what I do. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 3rd and 17, ball at the 45-yard line.
They put 6 seconds back on the clock. Not that helps you a whole lot. 55 yards from the end zone.
Powers works out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fumble and fell on by Rampart. And for Rampart, falling on that football was Chris Grawl. And
well, Air Academy is extremely lucky that Chris Grawl jumped on the football on the ground, because that ball is free. If he picks it up, it would have been off to the races. And a Ram had already taken out Cale Powers with a block. He would have scored easily, I think. So a bit of a break, even though you give up the ball, and the fact that there's only 1.9 seconds left. Rampart probably just going to kneel on it here. But then again,
yeah, I was going to say,
Cameron Hacker might throw it to the end zone.
I would expect a toss to the end zone right here. Or maybe a screenplay. Try to set something up with a lot of defenders out in front of you. Hacker looking to throw. He's under pressure. He steps up, running the left side, still under pressure.
Look at that.
Heaves it down the left side, and he's got his brother, Clayton Hacker. Wow! 1.9 seconds left, and they get the touchdown.
How about Cameron Hacker? And I don't know how he threw this one off the wrong foot, throws it all the way to the end zone, but Clayton Hacker got behind the defense. Not sure how you let a receiver get behind you with 1.9 seconds left in the half, but it happened. 33-0 Rampart.
44 yards on the pass play.
Holy cow. Like I said, we'll get to Cameron
Toledo.
Hacker's. Yeah, Holy Toledo with the big sack that kind of set that whole thing up.
33-0 pending the conversion. We'll see if it's an extra point or a 2-point. It looks like they are going to go with the extra point. And you wanted them to take a knee, Brian German.
Tristan I didn't say I wanted them to, but it would have been nice for Air Academy.
Bailey puts his foot into it. It is good. And that makes it a 34-0 game at halftime.
Bagel. Well, how about this scoring drive, Matt Pauley? One play, 44 yards, 1.9 seconds. Look at Hacker here as he dances away from the defense and then off the wrong foot just chucks it to the end zone because he saw his little brother down there. Second touchdown of the night for the Hackers together. 5 for Cameron Hacker throwing the football. I'm impressed.
I'm impressed as well. We're at halftime. It's 34-0. We've got some numbers coming up later in halftime, and then second half action is right around the corner, right here on 20 TV. Halftime score, District 20 Stadium, 34-0. Here's some of the highlights from the first half, and you're going to see a whole lot of Cameron Hacker throwing touchdowns right here. There's a long pass, and that's one of the first touchdowns of the day.
The first ball there was to Quincy Marshall, and I'm thinking, wow, that must be their best guy.
Yeah, 94 yards on that touchdown pass.
A lot of great receivers on this Rampart team, and Cameron Hacker's been spreading the love tonight. He's done a great job.
So Quincy Marshall gets that touchdown, celebrates just a bit. There's Hacker taking the snap once again. Again, he's going to throw deep, this time left side, and that is the first touchdown pass to his brother, Clayton Hacker. We'll call his name again.
And then how about Abby Young? I like this kid. He's got 7 catches, 123 yards in the first half. If you're wondering, Cameron Hacker, we're showing you these highlights. He is 15 of 20, unofficially, 347 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's a ball game. That's 2 ball games for some high school players.
That was Dom Banks on that last touchdown. And then here's the most incredible one. They got it with 1.8 seconds left, I believe, and just flung it to the end zone. And there he finds his brother Clayton one more time.
5 touchdowns for Cameron Hacker. And this one, a blowout in the second quarter. It's at halftime, 34-0. The other receivers, it's been mostly Abby Young. I mentioned his 7 catches, 123 yards. Oldham, who you like, Matt, has 3 catches for 50 yards. Clayton Hacker has 2 catches for 61 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, both touchdowns.
And then De La Cruz has 1 for 10, Marshall with 1 for 94, and Mahone with 1 for 5. So Hacker really spreading the love. He's got 6 different receivers so far this evening.
And you look at Air Academy, and you look at Alex Fry as pretty much the only offensive weapon today.
I left one out. Banks also caught a ball for a 4-yard
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
But I tell you what, I am really impressed with Rampart and the way they spread it around offensively.
It's been a spectacular first half for Rampart. It's 34-0. We are at halftime. When we come back, we've got second half kickoff. 34-0 our score. Back in a moment here on 20 TV. Back at District 20 Stadium, 34-0 is our score. There's the second half kick. Matt Pauley, Brian German, our entire 20 TV crew, and the kick is received in the end zone and no return. They're going to bring it back up. 34-0 our score.
I want to let people know, if you're a Rampart Ram, if you're a Cameron Hacker fan, if you're one of the Hacker families, probably want to get a DVD, and you can order one very easily. You can email us at 20tv@asd20.org, or you can call us at, if you're out of the area, 719 is the area code, 234-1780. is the number to call. $10 gets you the entire
$10.
DVD. And who knows what's on the second half? We certainly don't at this point.
We don't. Two receivers to the left, to the right. Air Academy starts offensively. Cole Powers is going to hand it off up the middle, and this is deja vu all over again. But Fry drops the football, and Rampart has it. We'll see if he's down or not.
Quincy Marshall, I believe, came up with a football, and they called him down, I think.
I would like to see a replay, and what do you know? There it is.
Wow. Got to love the guys in our truck there. Alan Nygren running the replay machine this evening. Fry, big hole up the middle.
That football's out.
It looked to me like the football's out, but no replay here in high school, so it's 2nd and 1.
So the officials did miss a call. They generally do a wonderful job, but they're all human, and they did miss a call.
Like me and you.
Yes, I miss a few things every once in a while. Two receivers to each side.
Oh, no.
A shovel pass going back, and football still on the ground. And this is going to be picked up right at the goal line.
What a play, and I'll tell you, it's a tough move here for Cale Powers. High snap, and then the second he had a handle on it, he was trying to get rid of it, and probably too quick. Ill-advised there, and the Rampart Rams come up with it. You see again the high snap. Powers did a good job of getting it in there, but then the pitch was well behind the running back.
That's Jose Toledo who picked it up.
Jose Toledo.
How many times is he going to watch the replay of that and say, I could have just picked that thing up and fell into the end zone?
Keith Jackson would probably say, holy Toledo.
Yes, he probably would. He could have had a touchdown.
He could
easily.
He could have.
Yeah.
But I like the coaching. Falling the ball when it's on the ground.
Now a quick throw to the end zone, and there was a lot of contact there. They're not going to throw a flag. And
I think that's good defense by Ed Berta there. Watch it again on the replay.
With the intended receiver.
Berta's right there. I'm not sure if he was touching the receiver or not. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's been that kind of evening for Air Academy. Rampart's 2nd and goal. Jose could have had a touchdown. You're right.
Yeah. All he would have to do is pick that thing up and fall. Instead, he fell.
He's slapping hands on the sideline right now, though.
He's a good football player. This is like really good. We have not talked enough about the Rampart defense today because they are pitching a shutout and looking great. Hacker takes the snap, fakes the handoff, gives the handoff, and nowhere to go for Travis Nochi. Nochi's been targeted twice so far in these two plays. Once on a pass, once on a delayed handoff.
Maybe it's
3rd and goal at the 4.
Maybe they had a little thing going on. Figure out who's going to score next. I'll tell you what, Air Academy stiffened here. It's going to be 3rd down.
A couple substitutions offensively.
They got Oldham in there. Let's see if Cameron tries to throw it to the corner of the end zone again like he's been wont to do.
Prediction. David De La Cruz is going to be involved in this play.
Okay. Prediction. He won't.
Okay. We'll see. Fake the handoff. Pitch to De La Cruz. Right side. He's going to the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, De La Cruz.
Nice running and great call, Matt Pauley. Not sure how you knew that. I think you're getting text from Coach J.J. Owens. But nice pitch out there to De La Cruz. Breaks a tackle, gets by 2 guys, and bowls over one last man getting into the end zone. And Rampart is now at that 40-point barrier.
40-0 on the De La Cruz touchdown.
I don't know how you did that. I'm miffed. Miffed right now.
Because I was right and you were wrong?
No. I don't mind being wrong.
You just don't want me to be right in the process. Extra point is up. Extra point is good, and that makes it a 41-0 game.
And that, I believe, means in Colorado high school athletics that once a team's up by 40 points, it's going to be a running clock. So unless Air Academy gets on the board here quickly, that clock will continue to run.
9.5 minutes left, but that thing is going to run. The only time it stops is for timeouts and injuries.
That's right.
So
what's to stop you here if you're the Rampart Rams from just taking your sweet time to set the ball up for kickoff?
Nothing, I guess. The desire to get the football back, I guess.
Yeah. Seeing Abby Young on the sidelines there, he looks like he's ready to run some more. Look at him warming up. Been an impressive night for the Rampart Rams on both sides of the football, that's for sure.
Yeah, it certainly has.
There's Young right there.
Now he's just standing there holding
his
the
camera on him, and
he did.
They're all listening to us.
You're 0 for 2 in the last few minutes. This is a not a returnable kick, or it's not going to be returned out of the end zone, and that's going to take it up to the 20-yard line with 8 minutes and just over 30 seconds left here in the third quarter.
20 things could have happened that wouldn't have involved De La Cruz.
Yeah, but I knew.
I don't know how you did that.
Huh? I had a feeling.
I'm impressed. Miffed and impressed.
Those are two emotions that generally don't go together.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Because miffed is a negative emotion and impressed is a positive emotion.
Yes. I've gotten over being miffed, and now I'm impressed.
Two receivers to the left, two to the right. And Cale Powers
You could say that.
works out of the shotgun. Quick handoff up the middle. I think that's Fry, and he's going to gain a few yards before being brought down.
Fry's got to be feeling it from that,
Yep.
you know. He had a fumble, which was a fumble, which wasn't called a fumble. And then, of course, Powers with the errant pitch out. Oh, man, Air Academy's just in a hole, and things just not looking up right now. What you got to do if you're the Cadets is just try and get another first down. And they did there at the end of the first half. They put a couple together. We're looking pretty good. Maybe they can do it again here.
2nd and 7. Powers works out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He's looking to throw, throws right side. He's got a man open. That's Hurd, and gets to about the 33-yard line before being brought down. We'll call it the 32.
Nice pass by Powers there. He just stood in the pocket, waited for Hurd to make his break, and got the ball to him. Maybe a little bit behind him, but, you know, Powers just a sophomore. He's still kind of learning as he goes here. Gets the first down. Put a couple of these together, Cadets.
Two receivers split to each side as the clock continues to run at 7 minutes. Powers is going to hand off to Fry. Fry runs right side. He finds a hole. Finally brought down just short of the first down.
Tell you, Fry has been running the football real well tonight.
Second and 2, ball at the 41-yard line. Corners given a lot more rooms. It's Colt Wise, the safety in the middle, who's standing at midfield. And now a throw right side, deflected, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Nice job of the Rams defense. You know, they teach you when you're on the rush to get your hands up. A good job there by Carl Lindsay coming in, getting his hand up and knocking that football down. Watch him again here as he comes in. Presence of mind. If you keep your eyes open when you're rushing the quarterback and see when he cocks that arm, get your hands up in the air. Nice job there. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for Air Academy now.
We'll see if they step up a little bit. Again, that safety valve, and Wise is still back now. He's going to start walking up. He's still just at midfield. And handoff, and on the second effort, still not a first down. It was close, but could not get it.
Tell you what, I think Rampart right now is just sitting back, licking their chops. I don't think they think Cale Powers is going to throw it deep. Obviously, with the safety, the deepest man of the Rampart defense is 10 yards off the ball, as you've been saying. Man, if you're Air Academy, you would want to just try and get someone back there, but Rampart is daring them pretty much.
4th and 1 now. Receivers split out to each side as they go for it on 4th down. They want points. They want to do something. It's going to be a handoff to first down for Fry and more to midfield. That's where he's brought down. That's a gain of 6 yards.
Tell you what, you saw the look on my face. I was questioning the call here. 4th and 1 in your own territory. You're already down 41-0. What are you doing, Mike Roof? He obviously is a coach, and I'm not. And they get the first down.
Now that they're about midfield, we'll see if the defense maybe starts playing a little bit differently, because you know they want to keep that goose egg up on the board.
That's 15 carries, 80 yards now for Alex Fry.
Snap is back. The throw comes left
Oh.
side, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Joey Williams of Rampart. Williams still on his feet. He gets stuck pretty good at the 50-yard line, but still a nice return, about a 20-yard return or so by Williams, and that's going to bring the Rampart offense back on the field.
Nice tackle by Thomas Olson. Looked more like a linebacker on that play. He gets the tackle here. Ooh, just hammering him in there at midfield, and Cale Powers just did not get enough on that pass. Had a man back there open. It looked to me like Carmine Nacarelli was open back there, but he just couldn't get the football to him.
Two receivers split out to each side now, as a new quarterback has entered the game, so the day is over for Hacker. This is Parker Humphrey. And Humphrey's going to hand off up the middle. That was a handoff to Keegan Hacker, and gains about 2 yards before being brought down.
Yeah, at 41-0, I would expect Rampart to not be throwing the ball up too much. And nice, just a great game. Those are game stats that Cameron Hacker had at halftime, so not surprised that he's out of this football game.
And we'll probably start seeing some other names as well. For instance, Nate Zelasco, a sophomore 5'7", 130-pound wide receiver, just checked in for Rampart. So we're going to be seeing some names that are not real common on the stat sheet this year for the Rams. Going to be another handoff to Keegan Hacker. He loses about 4 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like Air Academy. You know, Air Academy just still with that fight, still in the game, still playing hard, making a good defensive play there. I like it. Nice play by Cody Crown, who broke through there and made the tackle.
So 3rd and 12. Ball is at the 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Humphrey's looking to throw. He throws to the flat right side, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Andrew Mastis.
Nice to get Humphreys, you know, some work out there. Cameron Hacker is a senior, so you want to get your younger player out there to play a little bit. And Parker Humphrey is a sophomore, might be the up-and-coming starter next year. Get him a little bit. So it's a good game for Rampart to have like this when you got a lead. Get some other guys a chance to play.
Rudy Lachessy's going to come in now. First time we've called his name today to punt.
Yeah.
Ball placed at the 49-yard line.
The swing of his leg looked impressive in the warm-up.
The punt is
High kick.
away. Dylan Dunlap is back, and now the ball's on the ground, and Air Academy is going to get it with 1:35 left here in this 3rd quarter.
Dylan Dunlap took his eye off the ball. I think he was worried about the Rams coming down on him. Just took his eye off the ball for a half a second, lost it, but the presence of mind to know where it was and fall on it there. And Air Academy gets the ball as the 3rd quarter clock is ticking away.
Just about 100 and, see, I was trying to do math right there. 80 seconds left. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hey, they went to De La Cruz.
Yep. Do they have math classes at Kansas State?
Looking to throw. This is Powers, and he underthrows his intended receiver on the right side. Now, on the other side of things, for Cale Powers, you want to get him as much time and experience as possible.
Yeah. I like the variation of routes. They're not trying the same thing over and over and over. They're doing different things, but the execution just not there so far this evening. Every once in a while, he's completing a pass, but just not enough in a row to get anything going. In
all likelihood, this will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Powers takes the snap. He hands it off right side. This is Fry, and Fry gets tripped up at the 20-yard line. Gain of 3 for Fry. And with a running clock and it rolling along at 13 seconds, we'll probably not see another play this quarter.
Fry still running hard, though, doing a good job this evening for the Cadets. And you're right, that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, 41-0, Rampart.
And we will take a break for the end of the 3rd quarter. When we come back, we've got the final quarter of play. We'll see if Rampart continues to shut out Air Academy or if the Cadets can get some points. 41-0 is our score. Back in a moment on 20 TV. $41-0 our score. And if you'd like to order a copy of this broadcast, you can get a $10 DVD. That's a great Great deal.
Can't get many $10 DVDs
There's
anywhere.
not a better deal than that. 20TV at ASD20.org, or give us a call at 719-234-1780. Maybe you're a member of the Hacker family, no matter which hacker it is, as a handoff up the middle. And they do not get the first down.
Abby Young's friends.
Maybe.
Or if you really want it to be, have it be a treat for you, if you're a member of the De La Cruz family.
Got the big touchdown to make it 41-0.
Or if you're the soon-to-be bride of Matt Pauley, you might buy it just to show everyone how wise your new husband is.
She probably doesn't want to do that. She can buy one, but she can never put it in the DVD player after that. The snap is back. The kick is away.
On the ground roll ball. There it goes.
This is a big roll, but still going to be picked up and returned. A little bit of a thought, maybe a questionable decision, but about a 15, 20-yard gain on the return.
Is that David Manlove? Oh, I thought it was 20. It was 26. It's Tyler Prejean. I just like Manlove.
Careful. 1st and 10. First and 10, ball on the 41-yard line.
First and 10.
And Humphrey.
Oh boy.
It was a pitch coming around for Rampart. That was Dom Banks who was looking to take that, but a whistle on the play.
David McCormick that just blew that play up too.
But a penalty against Rampart brings it back. So that'll bring up a 1st and 15.
Tell you what, that running clock makes a huge difference. Already just 10 minutes left in the 4th.
So ball placed back at the 36-yard line. And there's no receiver split out now. They're going to be running from here on out. It's a pitch left side, the exact same play to Banks. And Banks gets to about the 40-yard line. Dom Banks, who had a 4-yard touchdown reception back in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, Rampart seeing fit to just use the play clock, let the clock roll down, and see if they can maybe pile up some first downs and just end this game. I really don't think that Coach Owens wants to do any more scoring for the evening. I think he's made the point has been made, 41-0.
And they're going to use as much play clock as possible. And, the play clock doesn't start until the ball is set, so they're going to be able to, if they want to get 30, 40 yards between, or 30, 40 seconds between snaps, they can. Oh, and here's a pitch somehow, some way, and that play was just completely blown up. It was Travis Nochi who eventually carried the football. But give credit to the Air Academy defense. Now, there's some starters out there, and for Rampart, it's a lot of second-teamers, but there's a lot of penetration coming through the line right away.
They came right up the middle there, and 3 cadets had shots at the quarterback, and they finally get him down. 3rd and 15 now. I don't even see the play clock starting to run.
No, they're late.
Just now started to run, and they're already out of the huddle and up to the line.
2 receivers split out to each side. Parker Humphrey takes the snap, looking to throw, throws down, throws left side, and you know what? That's for David Manlove. He came back. If he wouldn't have stopped, he would have had a touchdown pass right there.
Yep. Wow.
But that's why you get some of the younger players in, so they can experience moments like those.
Good ball there by Parker Humphrey. Got some air under it. Manlove just couldn't get there.
So 4th and 14, the ball at the 37-yard line.
Is that Rudy Lucchesi kicking?
Yeah, it is. Second time we've called his name. I believe this is his 3rd punt of the night, if I remember correctly. Snap is back.
Whoa.
Punt is away. And it looks to be returnable.
Nice.
Avoiding 1 tackle, going over the left side, not really gaining any yards. That was Quinn Mahone on the return. Check that. That was Dylan Dunlap on the return. And Dunlap made a lot of moves, avoided some tackles, but could not do much more than that.
Yep, he broke 1 tackle, made 1 man miss, but there were just too many Rams in front of him there. They brought him down. Already down to 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
It just rolls when the running clock is going.
Yeah.
So 41-0 the score remains. You get running clock in high school football when the score is 40 points or more. The deficit is 40 points or more would be the better way to say it. 2 receivers to each side as Cale Powers continues to work out of the shotgun. He's still got some starters in there. Looks like it's Fry behind him. They're trying to get something going. They throw right side, and he overthrows the intended receiver, Devin Perron.
It's a good time. I mean, I know the game in all purposes, for all purposes, is over. But Air Academy, use this as a learning time. Let your players play. Try and make some plays out there. That's what you got to do if you're Mike Roof. And it's been a tough season so far for these Cadets. But if they can just do some positive things, make some first downs, gain some yardage on offense, it helps.
And Rampart does not have as many starters out there, so you think Air Academy might be able to have a little bit more success. This is Fry running up the middle, and he will be brought down by Chris Grawl.
Fry getting close to 100 yards on the evening. He's up to 90 now on 18 carries. He's been the only bright spot for Air Academy.
Alex Phillips, a senior defensive lineman, just came in as Rampart continues to rotate guys in. We also see Lindsey Carl come in as Jose Toledo takes a seat. He's probably done for the day.
Yep.
Had a good night. 2 receivers split out to each side. Man goes in motion from right to left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle for Fry. He's got a lot of running room to midfield, and he's finally going to be brought down by the safety, junior Colt Wise.
Now he's over 100 yards for sure. And if there's one bright spot you can talk about for the Cadets, it's been Alex Fry and the offensive line opening up holes for him up the middle. He hits those holes quickly. Once he gets that ball, he is off to the races.
Good job by the safety, Colt Wise, to come in there and make the tackle. He was kind of the last guy, so he potentially saved a touchdown and made a good, solid tackle.
Interestingly enough, he's backed off a couple of yards. Oh, no, he's sneaking back up now.
Now he's going to ask, Colt Wise asks one of the officials to move. He's following the receiver from left to right as it's a handoff up the middle and sliding forward close to the 40-yard line. That's another nice gain for Alex Fry, the 5'8 senior.
If I'm an Air Academy coach, I'm watching that because Colt Wise did move with the receiver, and he was way out on the other side, on the outside of the offense. And if Fry had broken that, there was no one in the secondary for the Rams.
We'll watch Wise this time and see if he does the same thing. And again, he's asking the official to move. He keeps doing that. And nobody was in motion that time as it's a handoff to Fry up the middle.
It's going to be a 3rd and 4, I think, now for Air Academy. Fry doing a good job. 115 yards on 21 carries. You got a workhorse, you got to ride that workhorse. That's what Mike Roof has done tonight.
Another defensive substitution as Parker Story, a junior defensive lineman, comes in. They're going to have a 3rd and 4. Man goes in motion. We do see Wise go from right to left, right with him. A handoff up the middle, trying to pull that football out and back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or so beyond that. That time the handoff was to Austin Sethman, who we'd only called his name once before, and it brings up a 4th down with 3.5 minutes left.
4th and 4, Air Academy. And I'm telling you, you can walk out of here with your heads up a little bit if you can just make some first downs. Make this one here. Keep the ball. Maybe keep it for the rest of the game.
Receivers split out to each side. And the snap is back. Bobbled now. Powers is going to keep it himself. He falls forward close to the 1st down.
That's going to be a spot. It'll be interesting where they spot that football. He may have the 1st down.
I think he's going to be just short. Let's see where they spot it. Oh,
if the defense is coming to the side, I don't think. Nope.
Yeah, just short.
Nope, just short. You know what that means? You know what you could do?
What can I do?
Turn out the lights. The party's over. Right?
Yes.
They say that all good things must end.
For those who watch these games religiously,
let's call it a night.
Brian German always sings towards the end
of
the song.
The party is over. Right, guys?
Humphrey at the line of scrimmage. No, I'm not going to sing with you.
Party poopers.
Here's a handoff to Tyler Pregene, and Prejean, excuse me. And
with the running clock, I would think Rampart would be able to run this out.
Yeah, probably. We're 2 minutes left in the game. It's 41-0, and they're taking a long time to get the play clock moving and put this officially going. As the football is down right now, but the play clock just now starts on the whistle. So the officials are giving Rampart the opportunity to play it out.
However, Rampart is snapping the ball way early in the play clock.
Yes. Man goes in motion, and now it's going to be a pitch right side to Prejean again, and he gets smashed on the right side. How about that for Air Academy? That's a little bit of frustration coming out for Quentin Burgess. That's one heck of a hit.
Oh, that is a great hit, and as we roll it back, love to see that replay.
3rd and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Or third and 11.
I'll apologize for our D20 crew for not showing that replay.
3rd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
But Quentin Burgess's parents should buy the DVD just for that hit. Boy, he just unloaded on Prejean.
2 receivers to each side as Parker Humphrey works out of the shotgun. The snap comes back. Humphrey's looking to throw. This could potentially be the final play of the game, maybe, probably one more, as Humphrey's looking to run it himself, and he gets sacked in the backfield. Coming up and getting the sack for Air Academy, Preston Price, a senior defensive lineman.
We'll see. Down to 36 seconds. If the officials want to, they could let this go, I guess, till the 25-second mark.
They're watching the clock. They're going to make sure not to set it before. Yeah, this game's over.
Yep. Rampart doesn't even have to run the play.
No, and I would think they wouldn't.
I believe the official even told the punter right now that they don't have to snap the ball.
But he's still getting some practice kicks in.
He is. I'm telling you, his practice kicks look good.
You know what? And classy move by Rampart just to let the clock tick down.
Yep.
A very quick fourth quarter with no scoring. 41-0 is our final score.
Impressive win for the Rampart Rams, a team that came in here 1-3, probably feeling like they were better than 1-3. And tonight, they certainly didn't look like they are 1-3. They're 2-3.
I would certainly agree with that. 41-0, the final score. Our final thoughts next here on 20 TV. Matt Pauley and Brian German back for one final time from District 20 Stadium as Rampart gets the win today over Air Academy, 41-0. And as we speak, the Rampart football team is being huddled together down on the field, and their coach is going to speak with them. That is J.J. Owens, who has been here for a few years now and has definitely done a good job. Rampart, Brian, has got to feel good about this victory today.
They certainly do. As we mentioned, they came in at 1-3 and maybe feeling like they should be better than 1-3 coming in. They've scored a lot of points this year, but they've also given up a lot of points. So defensively, well, let's talk about the defense first. They shut out Air Academy tonight, and I know Air Academy's taken some lumps this year, but still, to shut out any football in high school football anywhere is doing something, and the Rampart defense was impressive tonight.
From an offensive standpoint for Rampart tonight, you look at Cameron Hacker and just go, wow.
Amazing job by Cameron Hacker tonight. We said earlier his halftime stats were actually his final game stats. He was 15 of 20 passing the ball, 347 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Did that all in the first half. And the spin move, so many spin moves. I don't think I've seen a quarterback spin like that ever. He did a great job spinning out of the pocket and throwing the ball downfield to 4 different receivers on 5 touchdowns.
This was an impressive night for Rampart, excuse me. For Air Academy, obviously it's been a struggle for this team so far this year. Defensively, they've got to shore up. Offensively, they're trying to get things done with a sophomore quarterback and Cale Powers, and it's got to be tough going forward each and every day, but they've still got some guys on this team. I mean, there's some impressive individuals on this team. They're just trying to bring everything together.
Probably the most impressive individual, Alex Fry, who had 21 rushes for over 117 yards and did a pretty good job as a senior. And that was mainly the bright spot for them. But if they can keep working Cale Powers, keep getting him some snaps as a sophomore quarterback, I think he can only just get better.
Before we wrap up for the night, I do want to remind folks, if you would like to order a DVD copy of this broadcast tonight, you can email us, 20tv@asd20.org, or give us a call at 719-234-1780. That's going to do it for us from District 20 Stadium. For Brian German and our entire 20 TV crew, I'm Matt Pauley saying good night from District 20 Stadium. Rampart defeats Air Academy 41-0. We'll talk to you again soon right here on 20 TV.